Hello friends and welcome to breeding rare swim horses in Minecraft. Before we begin, I'd like to say a massive thank you to today's sponsor, Pinehaven Ponies. We're having a massive sale on for 2026, the year of the horse. That means literally every single item is on sale. From Breya to Schleich, there is something for everyone. So go ahead and check us out, pinehavenponies.co.uk. The link will be in the description and the pinned comment. And don't be fooled by the .co.uk. We ship internationally. So, welcome back. So you may not recognize this barn, and before you say anything, my Minecraft skin kind of gives away what the next 100 days is going to be. It's not very conspicuous. So if you'd like to guess what my next 100 days is, you can go ahead and comment down below. But this facility, you might not recognize if you haven't watched my live streams. So it's been a while since I live streamed on this property, but if you'd like to participate in some of my live streams and keep up with all the horse game content I have to offer, you can go ahead and subscribe. It's free, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you don't miss when I'm posting. So if you don't recognize it, looking over here at the barn may ring a bit of a bell. I basically was trying to create like a realistic roleplay barn, and I kind of just stopped for a little bit. I couldn't really find a use for it. I don't think I'm a realistic roleplay gal, unfortunately. I want to be so badly, but I just don't think that that's who I am. So yeah, this property kind of wasn't like finished. As you can see over here, it's not actually completed. But then I got the brilliant idea, since you guys love these breeding videos, that I would create a little breeding section over here. So you won't have seen me create this. Unfortunately, I had to create it off camera. But I figured it would be a fantastic facility to have so that we can do more of these videos. Now, if you have any breeding videos in mind for either Minecraft or Rival Stars, because I do both, feel free to leave them in the comments below. So, shall we meet today's mares? First of all, we'll stop off at the mare paddock. As we come in here, I'm going to show you these coats. So, why are they rare? Basically, in Swim, there are a bunch of coats that are like secret coats that you can only get if you know basically the steps to get them onto the horse. So if you'd like to learn how to get these secret coats, let me know in the comments and I'll maybe do a video explaining how to get every single one of the secret coats. So let's meet the first mare we've got here, who is Epona. And if ever any of you play The Legend of Zelda, is it The Legend of Zelda or Legend of Zelda? I think it's Legend of Zelda. This is Link's horse Epona. So I think this is a bit of an homage to Legend of Zelda, and she will be in our breeding pool today. She's very, very pretty. I will say her coat kind of stands out from everybody else's. Like, the bay that they've gone with is a very reddish bay. It's very eye-catching. It's very bright. And she does also have blue eyes, so that's really lovely as well. Oh, I also like the ombre on her tail. Wait, stop turning. I gotta look at you. I really like the ombre on her tail. The tail ombre is super, super cute. And of course, she has socks. I'm sorry if the noise of horses tromping is a little overwhelming. These swim horses in general, just never stop eating. Like, literally never stop eating, and it's just going to be a symphony of munching. Music to my ears. So, let's meet our second mare. Right here, we've got Riptide trying to run away from me. Riptide, I don't think is based on a real horse or based on a video game horse. I think it's just a secret coat. I think this is a Leopardapaloosa. See, I'm learning the coat names from Rival Stars. How cool is that? So, yeah, this is a grey Leopardapaloosa, and she has a really pretty face, I would say. She's a really gorgeous, eye-catching look. Definitely not for everyone, but she is definitely rare and secret. Over here, we've got a really interesting horse. So this is Guardian. Now, if you don't know, her coat is actually based on a real-life phenomenon known as the, I believe it's pronounced chimera or chimera, one of the two. I think it's chimera, where essentially in the womb, when there are two like little baby horse fetuses, they end up sort of merging when the baby is kind of growing in the uterus, and the foal comes out basically two different colors. So as you can see, they're a bay as well as a gray. So that essentially means originally they were going to be twins, not identical twins, obviously. They were going to be twins, but in the womb they merged and created this incredible looking coat. It's quite a rare phenomenon in real life, but it does actually happen. So that is super cool. That is Guardian. Let's go ahead and find our next two. I think we've only got two left. But over here we've got Royal. Now Royal is a brindle. Royal's brindling is, she's a dark bay. You can see the really bright white stripes on her, and I love the little white bit in her mane as well. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong, but from my understanding, brindle is a real-life gene that can occur. I believe it's pretty rare, and I think it's classified as a defect, but from what I understand, the brindle gene is actually fatal to colts. Now, a colt is a male baby horse, so it does mean that if a male baby horse is born with the brindle gene, unfortunately, they won't make it into adulthood, but it is non-fatal or non-lethal to fillies, which are the female baby horses. So yeah, that was really interesting. Oh, I ran up to the wrong horse because they're both brindles. So yeah, that was Royal. Then we come to our last horsey, which is Calliope. She, believe it or not, is also a brindle. There are sort of different types of brindle. Hers is a lot more subtle. I think we'll be able to see it in the sun a little bit more. But you can see these kind of like stripes, darker stripes. It makes her look a little bit like a tiger. That is also a form of brindling as well, so you can kind of have different looks on brindling. Again, I wouldn't say it's like super rare in real life, but it's quite unusual to get. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong about the fatality in colts, but I think I read that somewhere. So yeah, those were all of our mares. Let me do a quick count. I think we've actually only got 5. 2, 4, 5. Yeah, we've only got 5. Okay, I thought we had 6. So, of course, let me know in the comments who your favorite mare is. I think mine is probably Riptide. I think Riptide is absolutely gorgeous, although the Chimera horse, Guardian, is also stunning as well. So let me know who your favorite is. Shall we go and meet the studs? So the boys are separated. They're all the way over here. What I was kind of thinking... Here's my plan. We've got the mares here. I'll go, the breeding paddock is right there. Once they've been bred, I'll take them over and I'll put them into this like square paddock over here. That way I can keep track of who's pregnant and who's not, because I know we've only got 6, but it'll just make it a lot easier for me. And then, when we want to grow them up, I have 2 paddocks here, one for the fillies and one for the colts. That way that they'll be separated, because I believe I've left natural breeding on, so they really do need to be separated to prevent them from accidentally causing pregnancies. So again, these studs are also rare secret swim coats. So let's go in. The first one we've got is a little bit bland, but this is Roach. Now, if you don't know, Roach is the Witcher's horse. So there's like a Witcher game series. I think there's comic books and a show as well. It's basically sort of like a fantasy series, and the Witcher is sort of like, he's not really like a hero per se, but he kind of does fight evil for like the good of magic kind of thing. But this is his horse, Roach. So Roach is a pretty bland boy, but I think he's got kind of some really cool sort of quirks to him. As you can see around his eyes is sort of like darker. He looks like maybe a bit of an older horse as well. So that's kind of what I'm going with. I actually don't know much about Roach. I've only played Witcher 3. Good game, but very scary. Next up, we've got Herald, who I believe is also a Chimera horse. As you can see, he was kind of a fusion of a dark bay and a chestnut, and he has beautiful blue eyes as well. He's so cute. He's got one big sock on the front and a big sock on the back as well. He is absolutely gorgeous. So this is Herald. So next up, we've got Bob. Now, Bob is, of course, a reference to Free Reign's Bob as well. I don't believe the base Swem mod has like a draft horse of any kind. This is the only model that you get with the base game, or I should say the base mod. So he does look like a regular horse, but he is supposed to be Bob from Free Reign, which I thought was a really nice little homage. I don't know why they're all standing like right by the fences, everyone except for that guy over there. But there is Bob. Next up, and finally, our final stud is, let's see who this is. This is Serene. Now, Serene is I believe it's just oh, actually, looking at that, I'm like, is that a brindle? Is that a brindle coat? No, I'm going to say it's... Oh, I don't know. Looking up here, it kind of looks like a brindle stripe. I'm going to say it's not. I'm going to say that that's like a dappley silver. They are gorgeous, though. Serene is absolutely stunning. I think he's definitely one of my favorites. I'll probably be doing a lot of breeding with him today. But yeah, definitely let me know who your favorite stud is as well. I'm sure some people will be picking Bob because it is a reference to Free Reign. But I also like Herald as well. Herald is definitely up there with Serene. So enough yapping from me. let's get into the breeding. So I'll head back over to the mare's paddock. I am also aware it's quite a trek that I have to make from all the way over there to all the way over here. Actually, before I do that, I need to pick out the stud. I'm being silly. Hold on, let me head back over this way. I'm a bit worried because sometimes if you have too many swim horses, your game will start to lag. So maybe I'll save Roach. I'll probably try and do a couple breedings with Roach, but I don't think that he's going to be super popular. But Serene is stunning. So let's go ahead and grab him. I should have put halters on them, but that's okay. I can always do that next time. So we'll bring him over to, basically this is going to be the breeding paddock. Of course, in here they have loads of grass to munch on and water to drink from as well, so they're not going to be devoid of anything. So Serene is going to be our first stud for today. Let's go ahead and grab a mare. I don't know if I'm going to do batches, so usually I do batches where all of the mares breed with one stud, they give birth, and then we go again with a different stud. I don't know if I'm just going to mix and match it. The first mare that caught my eye was Riptide, so let's try Riptide and Serene and see how we get on with those two. Come on out. Okay, it's going to be a little bit tricky because sometimes they do like to get caught on gates. Hopefully that doesn't happen too much today, but I have come equipped with loads and loads of rose feed, so hopefully I'm gonna try and make them natural breed if that's something that can happen. But come on over here, Riptide, let's get you in here. I don't know if it will happen quickly. I don't know if maybe I can wait for it to... Oh, it looks like Riptide is not super interested, and neither is Serene. Okay, that's fine. I'll just eat some steak. You guys just have a romantic steak. Horses don't eat steak. Have a romantic date. Don't mind me. I just need to make sure that the breeding happens. But I have a feeling these two aren't clicking. Oh, okay. Riptide is looking at Serene. Are sparks gonna fly? No, it doesn't look like sparks are gonna fly. Okay, I'm gonna bust open the rose feed and help these two along. So I'm gonna give some to Riptide and then Serene. Okay. How's it gonna go? Yay! Okay, so Riptide is pregnant. She'll give birth in 5 minutes. So I don't have a ton of time between the breeding. So hopefully, what's his name? Serene will take a quick breather because I'll get my next mare. But for Riptide here, I'm gonna go ahead and bring her into the second mare paddock. That way I can, as I said, keep track of who's doing what, who's already been, and who's due to give birth as well. I really do wish I'd put halters on them. That's kind of a regret of mine right now. I don't think I have any on me. Oh yeah, I pre-made all of the name tags so that way I could keep track and not have to dash off in the middle of the video to go and name a bunch of name tags. So who should we do next? Oh, I'm very tempted to do one. Oh, then Guardian maybe could do the other Chimera. That would be interesting. Okay, let's grab... Oh, okay, I'm going to go with Royal. I'm going to grab Royal and Serene can go together. And then maybe I'll put Serene back and we'll pick another stallion. Maybe that could be quite interesting. So, Royal and Serene... you two are going to make a baby and we're going to see how absolutely cute the little baby comes out. Okay, let's go ahead and give Royal and Serene make a baby. I really wonder what coats we're going to get from this. Oh yeah, but he is a brindle, isn't he? I'm going to pretend he's not because if my fact is... Oh, Royal's done. Royal's like, okay, I'm done for today. I want to go home. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that brindles are supposed to be fatal to colts. So technically, if Serene is a brindle, he shouldn't be a he. He should be a she. Or he shouldn't exist. Alrighty, so Royal, you are all sorted, my lady. Let's get you into this paddock. There's loads of fresh grass for you to munch on, and I bet you'll have a fantastic time. Now, I think I'm kind of done with Serene, as I said. I think I'll grab the Chimera. I think his name, I don't know if it's Chimera or Chimera. I feel like I'm going to get yelled at in the comments. That's fine. That's fine. If I've said it wrong, feel free to yell at me. Yeah, I think it's Herald. I think we'll grab Herald and we'll do the other Chimera. And, I mean, I've got 5 ladies and only 4 studs. So they're not going to get to do... I mean, I guess they could do 1 each and then 1 could do 2. But then, yeah. I like Roach, but I don't know if he's interesting enough for me to prioritize. Come on, Herald. We've got you to get you into the breeding paddock. You're going to make some beautiful foals. How cool would it be if he breeds with the other Chimera horse and they create like a baby with 4 different colors? That would be insane. I don't think that that is possible. I don't think that that's how that happens. Actually, I don't know. I don't really know the genetics of it. Hello, Roach. Maybe Roach, oh my gosh, that's not even Roach. Maybe Roach and Epona would be a good match. Okay, Guardian, that was your name, Guardian. Let's go ahead and pair you with the other Chimera, and maybe that could work out. Maybe Bob and the other Brindle could go, and then at least we've got one turn out of every single stud, so then I could just prioritize the ones that I really like. Okay, in you go, Madame Guardian. How cool would it be if it was a Bay, Dark Bay, Grey, and Chestnut baby? That would be insanity. All right, here we go. Go Herald, go Herald. Baby time! Yay! Okay, she is now pregnant. Now, I don't know how long it has been since I set up the other two breedings. I might walk in and there might be babies there. I'm not entirely sure. But luckily, our facility's pretty hands-off. We're pretty into the au natural birth. So if they do give birth and I'm not there, I'm sure they will be okay. Our brood mares are of the highest quality. Has anyone got a baby in here? No, it doesn't look like anyone's given birth. Okay, come here, Guardian. You can hang out in the pregnant mare paddock until your baby comes. Okay, so we've only got 2 to go. We've only got Epona and the other Brindle, whose name I have unfortunately forgotten. We'll take the Chimera. Oh, I did get an achievement for it. Okay, I have to pause. I have to go see baby. So we did get the achievement. Yay for baby horsies. And I think it will have been Riptide who gave birth. Is there a baby? Oh, hello. Oh, hello, precious. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot to grab a vet kit. Oh my goodness. Okay, so to keep track, who is this? This is Riptide, so I need Riptide's first foal. Here we go. This is how I'm going to tag them to keep an eye on them. So this is Riptide's first foal, and it is a baby girl. Okay, so it is a filly. And again, this isn't her final form. If you haven't seen Minecraft breeding videos before, then you might not know this, but the foal will always look kind of different to how the adult looks when it's grown up, because it's kind of like a very, very simplified version. Usually it'll be missing paint markings, face markings, all of that stuff. Sometimes it'll be completely the wrong color as well. So as cute as this little girlie is, this isn't going to be her final form either. We might even get like duplicates of the foals that look very, very similar, but they'll grow up to be completely different. So Riptide, congratulations on your first baby. I don't think I'm going to stick around for Guardian's foal, or I should say Royal's foal, because she's actually next, because it might be a little while until she gives birth. The first baby is here, so that's all I could ask for. What I was going to do was I was going to pop over here and switch out, what was his name? Harold. We're going to switch out Harold for, I think I'm going to go with Bob. I feel like I'm going to go with Bob. And then maybe Epona and Roach can breed together and we can see what that kind of brings. I have kind of set this up for basically having 2 breedings per mare. So each mare will give birth to 2 foals. And I feel like that's a good number. I feel like if I go any more than that, we're going to end up with way too many horses for 1. And 2, my frame rate is going to drop so drastically. To be fair, my frame rate's been pretty good. I think it does kind of help having the horses a little bit more separated when you have higher numbers of them. Just so that they don't all have to be like loaded in at the same time. Like, I'm sure some of the mares kind of not load out. That's not like despawn. They don't despawn, but they're not as clear to see as if they were all in one area, so it kind of helps with the frame rate. But anyway, enough of my yapping. Calahope, oh, I need to close that gate, otherwise Epona will run away. Calahope, let's go ahead and meet you up with Bob. Bob is such a little cutie. Look over here. Oh, he's so cute. I love his little pink snores as well. I actually ride 2 cobs at my riding center who look exactly like Bob. They are literally, there's something about black and white cobs in the UK. Literally every riding place has one. I don't know why they're super popular, but they are. Right, Bob, here you go. Have some food. And Calahope, mega baby. Hopefully it will be super, super cute. Okay, there we go. So Calahope is now pregante. Okay, let's bring you out into the mare's paddock. And I feel like, who was it? Was it Royal we did next? I think Royal will have had her baby, so we can go and see who Royal's baby is as well. I'm going to peek over the fence. Do I see anyone? Oh, I do! See, this is what I was talking about. Sometimes the foals will actually look identical. So this is actually Royal's baby, and this is Riptide's first foal. As you can see, they look, I think they are literally exactly the same. But with the name tag, we'll be able to see if it's a boy or a girl. So that's Riptide. Riptide, oh no, this is Royal. We need Royal's first foal. Here we go. Boop. Oh, you're a boy. Interesting. So they both have the same baby coats. One's a filly, one's a colt. So we've had one filly and one colt so far. But as you can see, they do have the same coat. But I'm sure when they grow up, they will have completely different coats. So they actually came out of the same stud, which is quite interesting. Did you just give birth, Guardian? Guardian just gave birth as well! Oh my gosh, it's a liver chestnut baby! I don't think I've ever seen a liver chestnut baby. Oh my goodness! Hi, sweetie pie! Let's get your name on to see if you're a girl or a boy. So that's Guardian's first foal. Let's see. Oh, it's a colt. Okay, so we've got a boy. So far we've got 2 boys and 1 girl. Oh my goodness, I've never seen a liver chestnut baby, I don't think. They are so freaking cute. Now, that doesn't mean, as I said, it's going to be a liver chestnut when they grow up, unfortunately. In a way, I do kind of wish that the foals were like carbon copies of what they're going to grow up to be. But it does also add an extra like element of surprise, I suppose, because as cute as the babies are, you still have to find out what they actually are going to look like when they grow up. So, Bob, you are done for today, I reckon, because I do really, really love, I love, what's his name? Harold. I love Harold. And I think I want to do a little bit more breeding with Harold. But it is actually Roach's time now, because Roach and Epona are going to breed together as well. So, Mr. Roach, come with me, good sir, and we will deposit you into the breeding pasture. As you can see, there's no shelter because the studs don't stay here. They'll only stay here for like a couple of hours at a time. They won't stay here for like overnight or anything. So they're just gonna have to chill in the paddock for a bit. There's a little bit of tree line to kind of help give them some shade. And I've kind of kept most of the setup quite natural. So over in the mare paddocks, as you can see, it's mostly trees. They do have a tree shadow to stand under if they get too warm. Let's go Epona. Epona, I hope you and Roach get on. Again, I really don't know what's going to come out of these coats because they won't create a secret coat. That would be actually a really cool mechanic if you bred secret coats to get like even more secret coats that could only be available through breeding certain secret coats. It might get a bit complicated, but I think that would be a cool mechanic. Anyway, okay, let's go ahead, bust open another rose feed. Epona, meet Roach. Let's see, will it work? Yay, she's pregante. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Roach. I will be back to switch you out. But first things first, Epona has got to hop to the paddock. I think all the mares are done now. Yeah, so we've got a completely empty paddock over here, which is great. And I think our 3rd baby will have been born when I come back here. Yes, they are. Wait, are they? Who is this? No, Callie Hope's not given birth yet. Welcome, Epona. So, we've got a little bit of time between Calihope giving birth and Epona giving birth as well. Currently have 3 little foals. They are so freaking cute. This pair is probably my favorite, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I think Riptide is my favorite, like, mare's coat, I just love the look of these two. The, like, Guardian's, like, two-toned coat and the liver chestnut baby. Just an absolute cutie pie pair. Now, while we've got some time to kill, I'm going to go and grab Roach and I'm going to move him because at the moment he is stuck in the breeding pen, so he probably wants to be returned. Maybe I should put some shelter in the stud pens. So I don't know if maybe I should put like a line of trees back there, or if I should just build a shelter that they can stand under. I'll probably build one because I kind of like the view of the mountain. Is that not freaking awesome with the cherry blossoms on the bottom? It's absolutely stunning. Now, some people did actually ask me if I could provide the world download. I probably won't give out the world download until I've like finished the property, because at the minute it's still sort of like a work in progress. So maybe is the answer to that, but we won't be going over to the main facility over there for just now. We're going to be staying in the breeding section. Right, has anybody given birth? Oh, Royal, that's your baby. Okay, it's going to be hard for me. Hello? I don't recognize you. So, Calihope did give birth. Let's see if it's a male or a female. So, we need Calihope's first foal. Right, I need to be really careful where I place the name tags. I have accidentally renamed a mare before. So, boop. Calhope's first foal is a colt. So I think so far we've got 3 colts and 1 filly. Boy, yeah, three colts and 1 filly. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got quite a lot of boys in the paddock at the moment. Maybe, just maybe, Epona will give us another filly so that Riptide's foal has somebody to play with. At the minute, they're all getting on. Now, I've mentioned this in a previous video, but if you watched my original 100 Days Horse Edition video, from quite a few years ago now, I think it's like 2 years ago, you will have seen in that series that the foals would basically just walk towards any parent or any adult horse in the pasture, and they would just kind of follow them around. And I'm a bit torn because they don't do that anymore. Now they will only stay with their mother, so only the mother horse will the foal actually follow around. And while technically that is more realistic, I kind of liked it when the foals would just pick any adult, because it meant that sometimes the adult horses would have to babysit the foals. Wait, there's more foals in here than I thought. Oh my goodness, hold on. I saw all of them at the same time and I was like, oh my gosh, that's actually so many babies. And still, Epona has not given birth just yet. Oh, she's given birth. Oh my gosh, it's a baby Palomino. Oh my goodness, hello, little baby. Welcome. Oh my gosh, welcome into the world. Okay, let's see. Are you a girl or a boy? So we need Epona's first foal. I need to be precise with this. Boing. Oh, it's a boy. Oh my goodness, 4 boys and 1 girl. Poor Riptide's filly is going to grow up with 4 brothers. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. They're all so cute. It's just this is actually my favorite thing ever. Just a paddock full of mares and foals. This is so lovely. I want to do this all the freaking time. Oh my goodness, they're so pretty. Okay, so now this is where the crossroads is. Usually I have to decide. I can either sort of wean all of the foals now. I will have to separate them before they turn into adults, because as I said, a natural breeding chance is it is on. So obviously if the colts are in with the mares, it could cause issues. So I do want to separate them before they grow up into adults. Or I can do that now and then see what they look like as adults. Or I can run and take a mare out while her foal stays here. She gets pregnant again and comes back here and gives birth again. Are we going to have a ridiculous number of foals? Yes. Yes, we are. But that's why you're watching this video. Let's be so real, guys. This is why you're watching the video. So, Riptide's filly, who is actually the oldest out of all of the foals, you will have to stay here, my honey buns. There's lots of mares who are happy to take care of you. That breaks my heart. She just ran straight up to the gates. Oh, poor baby. I know. There's a lot. Oh, now she's like whinnying for her mum. Stop. I'm gonna actually cry. Okay, there's lots of mares in this paddock. They'll watch out for you. Your mum will be back lickety-split, I promise. I'm sure Riptide is a little bit sad to be separated from her baby girl as well. But don't worry, Riptide. We're going to get you sorted. You're going to be pregnant again. And then you'll have 2 little foals to take care of, which I'm sure sounds thrilling. So let's get you into the paddock. Now, I do have to choose a stud. So she has already bred with... Oh my gosh, I actually can't remember his name now. I feel like I need like a book that tells me what all the names are. I need some kind of organization and registration system. Who is this? Serene, that was it. So Serene has already bred with Riptide. I kind of want to do a Riptide breeding with Herald. I feel like that is a good combo. Definitely Herald and Serene are my 2 favorite studs. So I might as well take my favorite mare as well and breed her with the second favorite stud as well. So here we go. Harold, meet Riptide. Here's some rose feed. Here we go. Yay! Okay, Riptide, you are now pregnant. I'll leave Harold in here because... Who didn't I do? I guess there was also... Was it Royal I did next? Royal didn't breed with him. So I think I'll have Royal breed with Herald. I think the only one that bred with Herald was the other... Calahope, I think is her name. Hello, Epona. Are you waiting for someone? She's like, I don't want the baby. I don't want the baby. Take it back. I've had enough of motherhood. Let me out. I'm sorry, Epona. I am so... Oh, yeah, your baby's now pushing you into the fence. I'm so sorry. I need you to step back from the gate, honey, though. Yeah, I need you to step back from the gate. Thank you very much. Some mares, unfortunately, aren't cut out to be brood mares. Some of them don't really enjoy it. But where's her baby girl? Oh my gosh, where is Riptide's baby? Hello? Riptide's baby? Oh my gosh, there you are. Oh my gosh, that was an absolute heart attack. Okay, she seems... Are you stuck, honey? Are you stuck on the trough, or are you trying to drink? Are you trying to have a little drink, but your neck is too short? Oh, sweetie pie, let me help you out. There you go. Go see Mama. She's over there. Look at her. She's running straight over. Okay, so we'll do Royal next. Royal's baby, you stay right here. Epona, I need you to step back from the gates. You are constantly crowding the gates, and one, it stresses me out, and two, it makes my job harder. All right, I'm sorry, Royal's baby. You just need to stay there, honey. Okay, Royal, we'll make this quick, okay? And you can be right back to your baby. No problem whatsoever. I do have to open another rose feed. I go through quite a few in these videos. Okay, let's grab you and you. Close this. Make sure there's no escapees. Feed you. Feed Herald. Baby! For a second I was like, is it gonna happen? Baby! Okay, so I'm gonna be cheeky, and I think I'm going to... How many have I done so far? I think I've done 2. So I guess I could also do... Epona could also breed with Herald, or I could bring Serene back out and have him breed with some people. All right, so let's go ahead and close this. No escapees. So we've done, this is why I had the system. So we've done Riptide, we've done Royal. It's these 3. I think I did Guardian next. So Guardian, you've already bred with Herald. I think I'm going to do him and Serene. Epona, don't you even think it. No. Epona, don't you even think about it. Epona does not want to be a broodmare. As I said, some mares just don't take to being a broodmare very well. Some mares absolutely love having babies. Others don't really take to it. Okay, Herald, thank you very much for your service. We'll go ahead and grab Serene out next. So let's pop you back in the stable. Now, technically, if I was being more progressive, I would say I could have all of the stallions out together, but I have created sort of separate paddocks for them. I think it makes it a little bit easier bringing horses in and bringing them out. Although, in real life, of course, if you have stallions, you can have a band of stallions. That is natural for them. I think that stallions do tend to be a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more like territorial and that sort of thing, but with really good training that isn't actually too much of a problem, and it's good for them to have socialization as well. It is really sad when stallions sort of get like separated from every living creature, and then they never get to socialize in a herd like they would naturally. All right, let's grab you, Mrs. Guardian, and welcome back actually to the breeding paddock. This is Guardian and Serene. Guardian and Serene. No? Oh. God. Oh, there we go. Okay. It took them a second. They weren't keen on it at first. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Serene. Thank you, Guardian. Thank you very much. Yeah, first I think they were a little bit too far away that when I fed them, they were like, what do I do now? What happens now? Now I'm just not hungry anymore. Okay, right, Guardian, let's return you back to your baby boy. And you, oh my gosh, there's crowding. There's crowding at the fencing. Oh my god, it's all the babies. Oh, someone just gave birth. Who was that? Was that Riptide? Oh, look, there's Riptide's baby. Okay, I need to, hold on. You stay right here. I'm going to put a hitching ring there in a second, because, okay, no, Riptide, no. Okay, right, everybody, let's come away from the gate. How about that? Let's come away from the gate. Okay, so it does look like Riptide has had their baby. Here we go. Oh, Guardian's foal was waiting for her at the gate. So, Riptide, congratulations on your second baby. Let's go ahead and see. Riptide's second foal. I need to be careful with this. Boop. Oh, it's a boy. So she's had a girl and a boy. The boy is a grey, and he's so cute. He's got green eyes as a baby. I hope he has green eyes when he grows up as well. Oh, who did I do next? I think it was Royal. So Royal should be... Wait, I see a baby. I see a baby! Okay, so Royal also gave birth as well. I'm hoping for a filly. We've had so many colts. Please be a filly. Oh, it's a boy. Oh my gosh, we've had so many colts. But he is a gorgeous dark bay. I see he's got like 3 tiny little socks. He's got 3 tiny little socks. I think the next one should be Guardian. Oh my gosh, now I can't remember. I haven't done Calliope yet. Yeah, no, I haven't done Calliope, and I haven't done Epona. So those two need to be sorted. So I think Callhope hasn't bred with Serene before. So Serene, please meet Callhope. She's really pretty. I like her blue eye. I hope one of her foals grows up to have a blue eye. So, Rosereed, Callhope, Serene. Yay! There's always an awkward pause when you wait for them to do it. Yeah, when you wait for them to breed, because they have to, like, one of them always has to walk over, and then you like wonder, has it happened? And then the text comes through. So it is a little bit of an awkward waiting period. But here we go. We've sorted Royal out. So the last one we've got to do is Epona. And you know what? Serene's already out. Let's have a breeding with Serene as well. All right, Epona and Oh, there you are. I was like, where is Callhope's foal? But obviously they just got caught up. Okay, I am hoping for at least a couple of fillies. Just wait here, Epona's baby. She'll be right back. Don't you even worry. Don't you even worry. I will be speedy. So far, we have yet to even get to the exciting bit to see what the foals look like grown up. But we're going to have to deal with that in just a second. There's going to be so many foals. And it's going to be really sad because I'm going to have to separate them when they're babies. Because otherwise there is a chance that they'll breed, and then that'll kind of mess everything up. Yay, Epona! Congratulations on your final breeding, Epona. You are the last to go, and I think we're done for the stud services today. So all of the mares are now pregnant and or have already given birth, which is great. Now, where is your baby, Epona? Go see your baby. Oh, there she is. She's waiting for you by the gate. Okay, there you go. Be free. Right, so, if I remember the order correctly, you've had your second baby. You've had your second baby. Oh, you've had your second baby! I did not recognize him because that mealy coat has come up, like, two other times. So, Royal had the same baby, and so did Riptide. And this is, who is this? That's Guardian's second foal. Okay, this is Guardian's second foal. Please be a filly. Oh, it's a filly! Yay! Okay, so I think we've got tons of colts and we've only got 2 fillies so far. Definitely would like to see more fillies. I think the next one... No, Royals already had your baby. Yeah, I think the next one was Callhope. Callhope, this is your first. Okay, I feel like I want to separate these two. Just so that I can keep track of when they give birth to their babies. Could you, maybe not even separate, just like physically put some distance between you and the rest of the foals. Now, of course, in all breeding videos, I always encourage you, the viewer, to name any of the foals. You can name all of them, you can name one of them. I'll pick the best names, but you won't get to name them, or at least I recommend not suggesting a name until you've seen what they look like grown up, because as I said, the foals do not represent what they're going to look like as adults. So that's why they're all called Epona's first foal and Epona's second foal, etc, etc. So you can keep track of who you want to name. So it's a little bit easier for me as well to tell who's got their first foal and who hasn't. Okay, so the other 3 have had their babies. We're just waiting on Callhope and Epona. So, oh, just as I said that, oh my goodness, congratulations on your second foal, Callhope. Let me go ahead and tag them. It's a girl! Yay, it's a filly! Okay, I think we're starting to even out the playing field a little bit more now with the girls and the boys, so that's super great. Now we're only waiting on Epona. She might be a minute though, because it was quite recently that I bred her. So I think I'm going to take a moment to sit and wait for Epona to give birth. Yay, waiting. Oh, there we go. It actually wasn't that long. Oh my gosh, another mealy bay. I swear at this point we've probably got 4. There's 2 over there. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Riptide had one as well. Did Riptide have one? Yes, Riptide had one. There's 4 of those mealy bays. So there's 1 name tag left, and it's Epona's second foal. There we go. Okay, all the babies are born. All of the babies are born. Take in the sight of so many little foals running around with their mums. I do really wish that this mod had like a yearling phase where maybe the foals would like run around and play and stuff like that. Because at the minute, when they're born from until they become an adult, they basically are like super glued to their mother. They will not walk away. They will not leave their mother's side. I would love to see like a yearling phase where they get a little bit more bold, a little bit adventurous, maybe even a little mischievous as well. So take it all in, enjoy it, because we're about to separate all of these foals into boys and girls, and then we're going to grow them all up as well. So unfortunately, this is going to be the hardest bit. I'm doing this because I have to, for the safety of everyone in this paddock. I have to separate all of the foals. So I'm going to grab the boys first. All of the boys are going to be taken to a separate... to be fair, the fillies could technically stay with their mum. Maybe I might do... I think both of these are boys. Are you... No, you're not a boy. I'm so sorry. Okay, there we go. Guardian's second foal, I think that is. Oh, no, that's Guardian's first foal. Okay, all of the babies, the baby colts, need to come with me. Because when you have grown up, there is a chance of natural breeding, and we're not going to be irresponsible breeders. All of the foals that we create will be on purpose, so this will be the filly pasture, so we've got to bring all of these guys over here. Now, I will admit, I have more colts than I thought I would, so I'm going to bring them into here. I hope it's enough space. I think it might be a little bit cramped when they become adults. Maybe we can use the breeding pen as like a temporary pen for some of them. Oh my gosh, look at all of these boys. Okay, let me go ahead and free you all. Close these gates so we have no runaways. Yeah, when they're separated from their parents and there's no adult nearby, they kind of just like stand around, which also it makes me sad. I think that would be a super like realistic thing, because if you don't know, in real life, when foals get to a certain age, they have to be weaned from their mother or from their parents, I guess, if you have them together. I don't know how like ethical it is, because I know it's kind of an older traditional thing to do, but at some point, you know, a lot of breeders will separate the foals from their mothers to like gain independence, I guess. And that would be kind of cool to have a mechanism for that in the mod. Callhope's first foal is self-soothing by spinning. Whatever gets you through the day, little guy. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab all of the fillies. I'll separate them, because I think I will separate them just because even though there's not a breeding chance, it'll just help me keep track of who's who, who's new, all of that new stuff. So let me go ahead and grab the fillies. So I'm pretty sure Callhope had a girl. This is a good chance for me to check the genders as well. So this is Riptide's first foal. I don't think you've got any foals left. Then we have, oh, Royal's second foal is a boy. I missed that. And then Guardian's second foal is a girl. So I will need to grab Royal's foal. I can't remember which number that is. But we've only got 3 girls. I feel like we were very, very cult heavy today, which I think there was one breeding where it was filly heavy, so I suppose that evens it out. Okay, girlies, you hang out here. Luckily, it's not close enough for them to like detect their mothers. They won't be like yearning over the pasture gate, because that would make me cry. All right, so I think this is the last guy that needs to be run into the colt pasture, and I think I'll just start over there. I'll start over at the colt and I'll grow them all up so we can see what their coats are going to look like. I'm quite excited for that. So we have one more to drop off. Oh, look at all the babies. All the babies by themselves. I wish there was like a yearling phase. That would be so cute as well. Okay, right. There we go. Release Royal second foal. So I think we'll just start with, I guess it doesn't really matter. But I will try to start with... Who's the next one? I think it was Royal's first foal. Yeah, here we go. Royal's first foal. Let's see what they look like grown up. Boop. Oh, okay. It's not crazy different from when they were a foal. It's not crazy different. So they look like they're a bay roan. Please do correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But he is a really, really pretty bay roan. He's got a star on his forehead. I don't think he's got any front socks, but he has 2 back socks as well. So if you would like to name this strapping boy, please put in your comment, Royal's first foal should be called. And you can name as many or as few as you wish. Okay, you are Royal's second foal, so we might as well do Royal's batch first then. Okay, I'm hoping for a dark bay. Ooh, okay, that was very close. I would say that is very, very close to how they looked as a baby. Sometimes, as I said, it kind of goes left field and you get a baby that looks nothing like their adult coat, but that was pretty darn close. So they are a, would you call that a dark bay? I probably would. Like an ashy dark bay with a stripe and 4 socks. They're nothing crazy. I wouldn't say so far we've got any rare coat colors, but they're interesting nevertheless. Who should we do next? That's Riptide's. Let's do Riptide's second foal. Okay, so I'm hoping for a gray, maybe with green eyes. Okay, let's see. Boop. Ooh, okay. That's kind of funny. So this is quite interesting, right? So this coat color is called a dapple gray, and dapple grays have an interesting thing that happens to them where when they're born, they actually come out as black foals, like they're very, very dark foals. And as they start to grow up, this process happens called graying. So as the horse gets older, its coat will get lighter and lighter and lighter. This is one of the stages, so you can see the dapples are like kind of the lighter areas. You can kind of see on what would that be, like the thigh area. It's a little bit lighter, and then on the face they're quite light as well. And as the horse ages, when it gets very, very old, at some point it will become 100% white, and that is one of the reasons that white horses are called greys. If you don't know that, in horsey terms, I don't believe, now people debate this, and I'll be happy to debate in the comments, but there is no true white colour for a horse. Like if you have a white horse with a pink nose, that means it's a cremello, not a white. So white horses were actually originally grey. So I think that's quite interesting that the baby was a white baby. These grey or dapple grey horses do come out as black foals, which would look a lot more like Callhope's first foal, which I think is quite interesting. So you kind of got a bit of a flipped thing that happened there. So that was Riptide's second foal, if you'd like to name them. Do let me know in the comments. I'll do Callhope's first foal because I was just talking about them, okay? I'm kind of hoping for a black foal. Ooh, did I get my wish? Ooh, I did. Oh, you're stuck on the ball. Can I pull you this way? Here we go. Wow, look at them. So far, apart from maybe the dapple grey, everything is kind of tracked from when they were a baby. I would say, I want to say roan, but I might be completely wrong, just because the body has like a lighter kind of sheen to it, and the head is very dark, and the legs are darker as well. I'm not sure, but they are a very, very pretty horse. So that was Callhope's first foal, if you'd like to name them. Let's do, does Callhope have any more? No, we'll do Guardian's first foal then. Crack open another rose feed. Guardian's first foal, let's see. What you look like. Oh, wow. Okay, so that was a really big difference. They were the liver chestnut as a baby, and they've come out as a chestnut overo. I believe that's a chestnut overo. Gorgeous horse. Absolutely stunning. Does it look anything like they did as a baby? No, not at all. I feel like they should have been a chestnut as a baby to be slightly more accurate, I suppose, but they are so pretty. Look at them. They've got this bald face, blue eyes as well. How absolutely stunning are they? So hopefully all of the boys are currently getting along. They did grow up together, and I think we've only got 2 left. So let's do Epona's first foal, who's a Palomino. I so hope that they grow up to be a Palomino. Okay, let's bring you over here. Okay, Palomino, come on. Palomino. Ooh, okay. So, ooh, interesting. Yeah, would you say that's a Palomino? I kind of want to say that's like a very dark Palomino. And the reason I say it's Palomino is because the mane is blonde. So Palominos do tend to have blonde manes. Now, would you say this is a flaxen chestnut, though? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not 100% on that. I'm leaning now towards flaxen chestnut now that I've said it. But it could also be a very, very dark Palomino with the blonde mane. And they do have 2 socks right at the back, and a star on their forehead as well. How cute is that? So we've got one more foal to do in the boy paddock. This is Epona's second foal. So this was the guy we were waiting on before. Okay, let's see. Okay, they're pretty. They are very pretty. They've got a really wide blaze right there. They've got 2 large socks on the right hand side, and then 2 smaller socks on the left. How adorable are they? So far, I don't think we've got any like crazy coat colors. I think the most like interesting one we got was probably Guardian's first foal, who is absolutely stunning. Hopefully the girlies can give us something a little bit more crazy and interesting. But as I said, let me know in the comments if you'd like to name any of these strapping boys. And maybe at some point I could do a breeding with them and a new batch of mares. Maybe that could be quite interesting. So let's head over to the girly paddock. We've only got 3 in there. There aren't too many girlies, unfortunately. So let's start with, I know one of them, Riptide. This is Riptide's first foal, is the oldest. So she's going to grow up and be a role model for all of her sisters. Let's see what we get. Ooh, that's not what I was expecting at all from the baby coat. That is a super dark. I even want to, is that a liver chestnut? No, right? That's not a liver chestnut. Is it? I can't tell. Or is that just a dark bay? I'm not sure. I can't decide. But this is Riptide's first foal, if you'd like to name them. Let's grab one of her sisters. Technically, I mean, it might not be her sister, but it is in like theory. Callhope or Guardian. Let's do Guardian, actually. Okay, bust open another rose feed. 1, 2. Oh, okay. So we've got a Bay Roan Appaloosa. Okay, they are very pretty. Did I get a Bay Roan over here? I feel like I did. You can see him just between the 2 horses over there. That does not help. That's like saying a look over there, but you can see what I mean. So that's really interesting. Whereas this one is an Appaloosa. Okie dokie. So we've got one more to do. Callhope's second foal. Let's see what they give us. Ooh, it is very close to how they looked as a baby. Very close. Wow, that's exactly... Shut up. Is that the same as one of the other horses we got? I could have sworn we got one that looked exactly like that. At least the markings. I think the markings are the same on that that lighter bay next to what I called the flax and chestnuts. I think the markings are the same. Or is... yeah, I think the markings are the same on that one. Okay. So this horse, or this filly, I should say, is a lot darker than the light bay that we got. But the reason I recognize it is because of the, first of all, the blaze and the socks, because these socks are short on the left and tall on the right. So that's really interesting. Okay. Wow. Quite a batch. Quite an adventure today. I would say I'm just going to grab this from the ground so I can go up here. I would say it's very hard for me to pick favorites. It's very hard for me to pick favorites, but I do definitely have a soft spot for that guy right there. The Chestnut Overo. He's just so pretty. He's absolutely gorgeous. I would love to hear who your favorite bred horse was on top of the favorite stud and favorite mare too. If you'd like to name any of them, let me know in the comments below. And big thank you to pinehavenponies.co.uk for sponsoring this video. And if you have any other suggestions you'd like me to try out, any feedback for me, let me know. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay positive and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.